You're laughing with your friends, you're holding a drink, nodding at the jokes, someone tags you in a photo, night out with the best people. But when you get home, you sit on the edge of your bed, still in your going out clothes, and think, why do I feel like no one really knows me? Here's the weird part. You did everything right. You were social. You were included. So why does it feel like you were never really there? This is the modern loneliness, and it's happening everywhere. In clubs, in classrooms, even in marriages. Let's talk about why being surrounded doesn't mean being seen, and what you can do about it. Most people think loneliness equals being alone, but actually, you can be surrounded by people and still feel painfully isolated. Why? Because real connection isn't about proximity, it's about resonance. Think of it like Wi-Fi. You might be in the same room, but if you're not synced to the same emotional network, no signal. Psychologists call this perceived social isolation. Translation? It's not about how many people are around you, it's about how connected you feel to them. In 2025, we have more ways to connect than ever before. Texts, likes, group chats, emojis for every mood. And yet people report feeling more alone than ever. One study found that over 60% of Americans feel lonely on a regular basis. You can be married, popular, or have 500 group chats and still feel like no one truly gets you. This is why even celebrities, literal icons with millions of followers, often talk about crushing loneliness. So what builds this invisible wall? One answer: social comparison. Blame Instagram, or better yet, blame our brains. Here's the thing. Our brains were built for life in a small tribe. You know, hunting mammoths, gossiping around fires, sharing berries with Carol from Cave 4. According to anthropologist Robin Dunbar, humans evolved to form stable groups of about 150 meaningful relationships. Beyond that, our emotional bandwidth fries. Fast forward to now and boom, you're juggling 800 Facebook friends, a Slack workspace, 6 unread family group chats, and Brenda from college who still likes your stories but never replies. Your brain's like, I didn't sign up for this. And when that cognitive overload hits, we don't feel more connected, we feel more disconnected. Even neuroscience agrees. When we feel socially excluded, even subtly, our brains activate the same pain centers as physical injury. Yep, being left out hurts, literally. So if you're ever wondered why being ignored in a group text stings like a paper cut to the soul, that's why. A woman once posted on Reddit that she threw a birthday party for herself. 18 people said they would come. She baked cupcakes, decorated the place, even printed name tags as a joke. The night of the party, only one person showed up and left after 20 minutes. She said she smiled the whole time and cried doing the dishes alone at 1 a.m. So we play the part. We wear the mask. We say, I'm fine, when we're anything but. This performance creates what sociologist Irving Goffman called the presentation of self, basically how we manage our image in social settings. It's like everyone's starring in their own reality show, trying not to get voted off the island. But here's the cost. When everyone is acting fine, no one feels safe being real. This is what researchers call pluralistic ignorance, when everyone's silently struggling but assumes everyone else is doing great. So we suffer, together, but separately. We've diagnosed the problem. Now what? Let's be real. There's no magic switch. You can't just manifest your way out of loneliness. But there is a way forward, and it starts with understanding how connection actually works. And before we dive into the science of deep connection, the power of vulnerability, and the small shifts that can break the loneliness loop, even in the middle of a crowd, let this thought linger. Loneliness isn't always the absence of people. It's the absence of feeling known. And sometimes, the first step to breaking that silence is dropping the act. You know that feeling when you scroll through your feed, like a couple of posts, leave a laughing emoji, and somehow still feel empty? Welcome to social snacking. Little bites of interaction that look like connection, but don't actually satisfy you. It's a term coined by psychologist John Cacioppo, who studied loneliness for decades. Social snacking includes things like watching old videos of your friends, liking a story but not replying, rereading texts for comfort, passive, lurking in a group chat. It feels like you're staying in touch. But what you're really doing is eating emotional junk food. Sure, it fills time, but it doesn't nourish your need for mutual presence. That sense of, I'm here, and so are you. And the worst part? The more we snack, the less we reach out. Why initiate a call when you've already liked their cat reel? But just like Pringles, one taste doesn't mean you're full. Connection isn't a checkbox, it's a conversation. Ever stared at your phone, thumb hovering over the call button, and then decided, they're probably busy? Congratulations, you've met the fear of rejection, loneliness's favorite sidekick. Most people assume others don't really want to talk, but research shows the opposite. People consistently underestimate how much others enjoy being reached out to. Here's the irony. We think we'd be annoying, while we're hoping someone else will message us. It's a big, sad game of emotional chicken. But guess what? Sending a 2-word text like, thinking of you or you alive, can literally brighten someone's entire week. Don't underestimate your ripple effect. Okay, real talk. We all crave deep connection, but we're also terrified of being seen. Why? Because true connection requires vulnerability, and that feels risky. There's even research that shows people fear vulnerability as much as public speaking. It's much easier to say, work's been busy, haha, than, honestly, I've been feeling kind of invisible lately. But here's the twist. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's an invitation. Psychologist Brené Brown puts it like this: connection is why we're here. It's what gives purpose and meaning to our lives, and vulnerability is the birthplace of connection. Think of your emotional walls like signal blockers. The thicker they are, the weaker your connection. Want people to open up to you? Try this. Go first. Say something real, something small, something true, like, hey, can I be honest? I've been feeling kind of off lately. You'd be surprised how many people exhale and say, same. Let's take a quick detour to coffee shops. Yes, coffee shops. Sociologist Ray Oldenburg coined the term third places, spaces that are not home, first place, or work, second place, but where people gather informally. Think cafes, barbershops, book clubs, dog parks, community gardens, climbing gyms. These third places are low-pressure, high-potential zones for connection. No need to bare your soul. Just exist in shared space. They create ambient belonging, a subtle sense that you're part of something. Lonely in a crowd? Try joining a better crowd. Not one that expects perfection, but one that shares presence. As one Redditor wrote, I joined a local board game night just to kill time. Now, 3 months later, those randoms are the only people who check in when I disappear for a few days. Community doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it starts with rolling dice. Here's the empowering part. You don't have to wait for connection to magically happen. You can design it. Start with this. Who makes you feel seen, heard, safe? Now, text one of them today. Schedule a call or, better, a walk. Don't just say, let's catch up. Suggest a time. Sunday, 3 p.m.? Small rituals equals big results. Try initiating Deep Talk Tuesdays, or monthly no phones dinners, or even meme exchanges. Yes, even those can spark joy and shared laughs. Connection isn't about effortlessness. It's about intentionality. And if you're thinking, but what if no one replies? Then start where all good change begins. With you. Be the one who asks real questions, listens without judgment, follows up when someone says, "I've been struggling." Loneliness shrinks in the presence of sincerity. So, what's the answer? It's not more friends, not more followers, not even more parties. It's this. Stop hiding. Start showing up as your real self. Yeah, you'll feel awkward. Yes, someone might ghost you, but someone else might say, "Thank God you said that." I've been feeling the same way. You don't need everyone to get you. You just need one person who does. So here's the final paradox. Loneliness ends where honesty begins, and connection starts the moment you stop performing. Next time you feel alone in a crowd, don't ask, "Why doesn't anyone see me?" Ask, "What part of me am I still afraid to show?" Because the bravest thing you can be is known. Tap that subscribe button for more deep dives into the social science of everyday life.